first thing that I hear when I say I'm from Tunbridge Wells is I get one word back, which is disgusted. And hopefully over the next 5 minutes I'm going to try and show you that we're anything but, and that actually we've got a proud history of innovation, creativity and diversity. If you have a look at the Wikipedia page, there is discussion of Tunbridge Wells and this description of us being an archetypal Middle England conservative town. But actually we've done some amazing things. This is a picture of David Lionel Salomons, who in 1895 held the first show for cars in the whole of Britain. Over 8,000 people came from as far afield as France and Germany and the United States, and it was quite a spectacular event. The local newspaper, The Courier, instantly got it. They said that this is the dawn of a new era and the cars of the future will consume petroleum, not oats. As you can see, the Daily Telegraph had a slightly different view. My favourite story is at the end of the event, he drove his own car up and down the Eridge Road in defiance of the Red Flag Act, but he wasn't particularly worried about being prosecuted as the borough had its own police force at the time. Tunbridge Wells has also had a key role to play in the advent of telephony. We had the first municipal telephone system in England, and we've also been a key player in other innovations, including X-ray technology, electricity, photography as an art form, and long-distance freight transport. So an incredibly innovative place. And that history of innovation continues today. Tunbridge Wells has a higher representation of knowledge-based businesses. We've got a higher rate of business startups, more VAT registrations, better business survival rates, and higher skills than anywhere else in the whole county. It's an incredibly innovative and creative place, and I think that is linked strongly to our history and the kind of prevalence of art and culture in the town. I'm going to talk a bit more widely now about local governments, and Sir David Salomons wasn't the only innovative, creative local government leader. Perhaps the most famous local government leader is Joseph Chamberlain, and he introduced a whole range of reforms that dramatically improved public health. Gas, electricity, water, he built schools, he built swimming pools, he built libraries, and made an enormous difference. But I think he would struggle to recognise the local government we have now. Over the past century, power has seeped and money has seeped to the centre to such an extent that over 70% of public spend is now spent centrally. That compares with 35% in France and just 19% in Germany. In Tunbridge Wells, we keep, for every pound we collect in business rates, just 4 pence. For council tax, it's just 10 pence. So when local businesses ask me where their business rates go, usually the answer is somewhere else. Michael Heseltine, in his recent reports, characterised this as local government just being the branch office of Whitehall. Having said all of that, we have got some very ambitious plans for the future, and last year we produced this 5-year plan for the town and the wider borough, and over the next couple of minutes I'm going to talk you through some of the things we're hoping to do over the next few years. It started already, so as I speak, work is ongoing in Grosvenor and Hilbert Park, where there's a £3 million upgrade going on, improvements, bringing back some of the dripping wells and so on. We also will hear in July whether we've been successful in a bid for Heritage Lottery funding to turn the existing library, museum, adult education centre and an art gallery into an integrated cultural and learning hub. It's a very exciting, interesting £12 million project that I think will reinforce that culture of innovation and diversity and the link with the arts. We're also have been working with partners, so in the towns and the villages, we're working with parish and town councils to build community facilities. We're hoping to bring a new £25 million theatre to the town in the next 5 years, and we're also working with a number of developers to see what we can do to improve Royal Victoria Place and hopefully get the redevelopment of both the cinema site, which I'm sure everyone would be very pleased about, and also Union House. Another big thing for Tunbridge Wells is access. People constantly complain about getting in and out, and as some of you will be aware, work has already started on the A21. North Farm works are nearing completion. We've got some money for the A26. And one of our councillors is very keen on getting these pods you can see in the middle running up and down the Pembury Road, which I think would be very exciting and would really put Tunbridge Wells on the map. So, in conclusion,
There's a big debate at the moment about devolution, and that devolution is all about devolution to Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. And what I'm very much hoping is that debate can also include some discussion about how you can actually empower communities. I think the government has been terrified of this phrase postcode lottery, you know, whenever there's difference. My own view is that diversity isn't something to be scared of, it's something to be proud of. And I think that local communities are best placed to know what matters to them and how you can actually meet those needs. Thank you very much.